Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon in South Africa, good afternoon in Nigeria, good morning, depending on where you are watching this video from. But good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's still your girl Promise. Welcome to Character and Motivation. Today, I would love to speak about source. Who is your source? Where is your source from? Do you know your source? You as a person, do you know your source? Because we live in a world where everybody has an opinion. Everybody wants to talk about one thing or the other. Everybody wants to, if you put your life on social media, people are going to talk about it, and everyone has an opinion, whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. People are going to speak constantly about you, about everything you do. You understand? So that's the kind of life we live in. If you are a YouTube person, if you're a Facebook person, people are gonna talk about you. You put your, maybe by mistake your video leaks or a picture leaks, people are gonna talk about you. People are gonna have opinion about you. When you do things, people want to comment about what you're doing. People want to have an opinion about what you're doing. People might like it, people might not like it. You hear people say things that are bad, things that are not good, things that are nasty. But it's, at the end of the day, is their opinion. It doesn't determine you as a person. It doesn't even hold any water as a person. You are the one to decide if you're gonna take what that person is saying or not. Because everyone keeps speaking constantly on YouTube, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. People are speaking, but not everyone says the truth. So you hear people talk about so many things. People have opinion about everything. How you should live your life, how you should drink water, how you should sleep, how you should wake up. But are they saying the truth? It's only you that can determine that. So it's either you take whatever they are saying or you leave it. So, because you can't drink from every water, not every water is clean. You can't just go to the bathroom and take a cup of water or a glass of water and drink. No, the water is going to be dirty. So, not every water is clean. So, you can't just listen to everything everyone says. You cannot take everybody's opinion because not every water is clean, because you don't know what they're saying. Is it going to help me positively or is it going to impact in my life negatively? So, you need to weigh everything people say. Because let me define source. A source is a person or a place or a thing where something originates from. So a source is where you originate from as a person. Where do you tap? Which source? Where do you tap your energy from? Where do you tap your strength from? Where do you tap your faith from? So source is where a person, you as a person, where you originate from is your source. Like me, I believe I come from God. So God is my source. I don't know what's your source, but for me, God is my source. So your source determines your strength. Your source determines your strength. So if your source is social media, you will run into comparison. Like you continue to compare yourself with this person, this celebrity today, tomorrow is this celebrity, because of your source is social media. So I don't know what is your source, because we're living in a world filled of social media. Everybody wants to say something. Everybody wants to do something. Everybody wants to trend. Everybody wants to go viral. So I don't know. So today I'm sure there are like a lot of people that their source is social media. I pray God will help everyone. So if your source is money also, you will run into pressure. You will continue to pressurize yourself. If you don't see 1 naira or 1 cent or 1 rand, you go crazy. So if your source is money, you constantly put yourself under pressure. So let your source not be money. Money is important. I'm not saying money is not important. Money is important. Money is needed. But let money not be your source. And but when your source is purpose, peace, faith. So make sure your source is purpose, is peace, is faith. If your source is those 3 things, you will run on a power that doesn't fade away. When life gets hard, you continue to move. You continue to have faith that, no, I am determined, I have hope. I know I can do this, So make sure that your source is from God, where you can have peace, where you can have purpose, where you can have faith. Those 3 things are what will make you run in this life. That's what is going to make you move forward in this life. That's what is going to help you in this life. So make sure your source has to be God. Woo. When you have God as your source, you can have purpose, you can have peace, you can have faith. You understand? And when you hold on to that faith, there's nothing you want in this life that will never happen. They will all come to pass. When you know your source, you will stop chasing for approval. You will not need to go on Facebook and dance and shake your body or do whatever to, say, okay, I need them to comment. If they comment negatively, you pull down the post. But if they comment positively, you will leave the post. No, don't live your life on approval. You don't need to. If your approval is not God, or where you think your source is, then please don't stop looking for approval from anybody or anything. Because you need to stop living for likes and start living with meaning. You need to stop living like somebody needs to like me. I need someone to approve this thing I'm doing. So I used to be that person also, whereby before I can make a decision, I need like 5 of my friends to like it before I will believe that, no, this is nice, this is right, I love this, I want to go for this, But then I had to change and no, nobody determines, these people are not my source. I don't need approvals from anybody. I need to just do something. Then I will ask God about the thing before I do it, and I do it, and I believe that God is going to show himself in whatever I do. I don't need approval. I don't need somebody to love me. I don't need somebody to like me. Stop constantly looking for a like or approval from anybody. You must love yourself as you. Love yourself. Love God as your source. Love your source first. Always put yourself first, and everything will come into place, So you must start to walk differently. Because your confidence does not come from noise around you, but from the truth inside you. The confidence you have does not come from the noise around you. It comes from how you carry yourself. It's you that will determine how you will carry yourself. You understand? So today we must reconnect. We must plug back, to our source. You must remind yourself, who am I? Who is promise? Always remind yourself, ask yourself, if you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, who is promise? Promise, what are we doing today? Where are we starting from today? So always constantly remind yourself of who you are as a person, and always remind yourself that whether I like it or not, what is going to drive me is my source. And in my source, I need to have faith. So your faith needs to drive you. It needs to bring out your inner you. You need to bring out that inner you. That inner you is what is going to make you move. It's going to be what will drive you in life. That inner person, inner promise is what will drive me. I don't need approval from anybody. I don't need anybody. So you need to guide that your inner person. Protect it. Because your source is strong. And your life flow is in the strength. Your life flow is in that strength that comes from your source. So you need to, don't ask for approval from anybody. Stop waiting for people to approve to okay what you're doing. No. You need to stay connected to your source. Stay connected to your source, your own very source. Always be connected to your source, and you'll never go wrong. Thank you, guys. That's the end for today. So guys, please subscribe, please like, please comment. I got a comment on my WhatsApp. Please guys, please also comment on the YouTube. I got a comment last week, and someone was like, Promise, thank you so much for asking us to pray. Yeah. And I think I'll still speak more about that topic, about prayer. It's very important. Prayer is key. Prayer is key. Key. I keep shouting it's prayer. Whatever you want in your 10 years time, pray now. Don't wait. Don't say because I'm still 15, I'm not planning on getting married tomorrow, so I won't pray for my husband. Hey, you will reach 20 something now, you start looking for a husband. Is that when you want to start praying? No. So start now. Whatever you want to do, start now. Thank you so much, guys. Do have a lovely day. Bye.